Hello and welcome to Psychic Paths, where we talk about spirit, angels, healing with angels, messages from above. So today is about revealing the cards. A, B or C, and whatever cards you chose, let's see what messages hold from spirit. And by now you may have come out of certain things, overcome certain obstacles. Since when I pulled these cards. In these cards there will be messages. Words I speak can also have a message. And here we go. The first card is Knights of Swords. So people who chose number A, the first card is Knight of Swords. The Knights of Swords are the cards of the workplace or career. The knight is riding a white horse and wearing shining armour. He is coming towards you as a messenger of good news or progress about your career. So there is some kind of development. This can be in feeling, a manifestation that's happening to the physical, an achievement through the workplace, but it also shows victory as well. Standing up for something you believe in, overcoming obstacles, and not allowing all that overthinking to prevail or to project on the outside. But allowing healing to take place. It shows a lot of positivity, abundance, and definitely change within the workplace. Your second card is Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles The Seven of Pentacles are the cards of money, wealth or finance. In the artwork, someone is before the Seven of Pentacles. Make a decision about money, and with this card they decide in your favour. So if you've been trying to manifest money, abundance, and trying to come away from something that's been preventing you from manifesting these things. There can be certain things within the past, or if we're holding on to certain feelings. This can be enforced in the back of our subconsciousness we're not aware of. It shows overcoming. When we less think of the things we really want, but still living in that feeling as we already have it. That's when things multiply and manifest a lot more faster. It's definitely about making a decision. This could be money coming to you, or that you've been waiting for money. Then for the number A, the last card, Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles are the cards of money, wealth or finance. The card is right side up, so she is happy sitting on her throne as a happy queen of wealth, abundance, love and charity. So it's not only about creating that abundance around us, it's creating it within us as well. So seeing both sides, having enough money to live, and having the feeling, even if you have nothing, and living in that abundance of you already have it. Holding on to the things that we most dearly have, and certainly should appreciate. For what we have, others do not. What others have, we also do not have. The next card is negative people or situations. Is there something, some situation, negative people creating roadblocks within your life? Is there a situation that you need to step back from? to allow yourself to overcome the challenges? Or is there a lot of challenges around you that you are facing right now? Have you been feeling judgment? Feeling people judging you and they have no right? Have people been making you feel less value than you already know you are? Because we all should have that true value. Your first card with the heart is friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationships and your life, and your love life will dramatically improve. Is there something in friendship that you need to dearly hold tight onto? Talks about nurture the bonds between the relationships we have. This can be friends, families, it's about improving the small things, and then big things come to us. Creating bonds, building relationships. Your following card, deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. So there's a lot of healing taking place. We know what we truly want within our hearts, but we don't always have the answers. We have to do the inner work. And if it's a relationship, the other person has to do the work too. Sometimes relationships don't always work out. It can take a lifetime for the other to actually wake up. But we can have that energetic feeling where we connect, whether it's a twin flame or a soulmate. But we can connect on a higher plane, within the astral, and within the physical of the energetic field of emotion, which is also connected to heart. Matching a thoughts with a heart's feelings, and allowing triggers and letting go of all attachments. And the final card from number 8 is look deep. Look inside yourself, examine what is causing you to feel this way. Is there any is there any resentment? Anything that you're holding in within yourself? Having that inner reflection to reevaluate the situation, stepping back and slowly allowing yourself to understand what has caused you to feel this way, or if there's a situation that can better. So I hope that has helped for the people who chose number 8. Now we're going to go on to number B. So number B. So people who chose number B, your first tarot card, is the Sun. So in that first little video for the first one I did for number 8, there was a little scream in the video. I don't remember doing that scream, so it's kind of confused me. So yeah, that kind of confused me. But anyway, I will go on. I do apologise about the coughing. Do a bad cough at the minute. So the sun, in the artwork there's a big yellow sun in the sky and a little baby riding a white horse. This card means true happiness and spiritual joy. Also can mean if you're around children, it's like the understanding of helping the children in development, bringing healing upon those you have connections with. There is a feeling of success because the sun is shining above the baby on the white horse. The baby's holding a white staff. So there's victory, feeling abundance, spiritual joy, spiritual happiness. And also you may be having amazing dreams as well, which have messages within the physical. Can also show if there's pregnancy around you or thinking about children. So then we have the 10 of Wands. And the 10 of Wands. Wands are the cards of ideas, inspirations and creativity. In the artwork, the figure is burdened with the heavy load of carrying 10 wands. The card suggests that too much responsibility may have been taken on by you. However, if you can carry the burden, you will make a great deal of progress. So what that card is explaining that this may be people or situations at present within your life. This may be past burden, or people coming at you all directions. You try and help people, or that you just feel a lot of heavy burden within yourself. It's time to release that burden, that resistance, and know that we can't change what has been done, but we can create better for what we can do for the future. We can create the peace, the happiness and the abundance for that forgiveness. It's mainly forgiven for us, not for them. But allowing forgiveness to come within ourselves. Coming away from too much of the human self, the human experience. Allowing the hearts to open. And tapping into the positive thoughts. To create the momentum, the energizer of your reality. By creating positive thoughts and less thinking of past events, its momentum takes time. Because we think of a thought so long, and it's a repetitive thought. And if we've thought of it for years, and if it's that thought that's holding us back, it's going to take longer for us to be able to reprogram that thought. Because we've been conditioned by the thought. For so long, we become that thought. And we believe it, and it always manifests a block. So we need to evaluate. And remember, we can't let go of what other people tell us. Can't always rely on others, but we can rely on spirit and ourselves. As after all, we're all still going through experiences of the soul. Whether it's in life, soul, spiritual, we're all progressing forward. And in any situation, or any outcome, there's always lessons to learn. What yesterday was, today is not yesterday. What tomorrow is not today. But to live in the present moment of today. But no, tomorrow brings a better and brighter day. For we think it, believe it, trust it. Trick the physical as you already live in the energy of it. After all, when you look forward to a holiday, you don't question it. You look forward to it. You live it. And we live in that energy. The situations that we go through in life is a little bit different to a holiday. But the principality is the manifestations of thought is no different to that holiday. For that holiday too can have delays, but we don't do that. We don't question a holiday. We see the holiday very clearly for what we're going to do, and we haven't even done it yet. We think we're going to go swimming, we're always having a video play, or thinking about what we're going to do when we get there. And then when we get there, it could be more amazing. Because we manifest in that energy. When you give a thought so much power, you create that momentum, that abundance to manifest great things within your life. But when we create that overthinking, that heavy burden, we're creating that fear-based ego. And that's us living into too much of the human condition. You see, we've been conditioned by society. We've become accustomed to what they believe. And then we know no different. For we get brainwashed. We go along with their plans, their ideas. We become accustomed to their way of thinking. It's becoming aware and becoming away from that. Entering the heart to the truth. To the truth will always set you free. When we allow ourselves to set us free, we allow the knowledge of truth to enter. And this is where the angels play. They point us in the right direction, giving us the nudges, overcoming fear-based society, and always believing for what you truly believe. Having them fundamental boundaries, foundations, a momentum to push yourself forward, way beyond imagination. Everything starts with creativity. You change the state of your mind, you change the energy. When you do that, my friend, anything's possible. And then you create your own miracles. When we don't question and don't think about it, things happen when we at least expect it. The next card is the Four of Swords. Four of Swords for number B. So the Four of Swords in the artwork, it is the effigy of the knight in prayer at full length upon his tomb. A single sword at the knight's side indicates the clarity of purpose and a great focus in life. It can also be a card of meditation, introspection, or soul searching. So it's an inwards card, looking at the things within, understanding what we can't grasp the idea. Because sometimes our mind can't understand or comprehend certain things, we try and understand into the spiritual, to integrate it into the physical. Overcoming ego. So they could also be feeling doubtful, uncomfortable around certain people. I can also show divine timing, crossing paths with a divine soul encounter. A connection that two people are meant to be, just like twin flames and soulmates. Or it could be a situation that's meant to happen, which is singularity in purpose, which is life purpose. Also, it's about soul searching and going within yourself, having that spiritual awakening, connecting the inner links, the missing links we have lost from the age before 6. It is like a jigsaw puzzle, fitting the right pieces. Connecting the right dots, and also aligning our energies with our chakras. And as we go on to the next cards, so this is a house. This could be either a house move or a situation where you felt like you want to move. Or there could be a situation that's been a bit rocky with the house. So it could also show there has been a house move or redecoration. something to do with the home. Honest. Honesty. Are you being honest with yourself, or not quite so honest with yourself? Or is there someone around you who's not portraying honesty? Or that who's not being as honest as they should be? Has there been a situation where there's trust issues, or being doubtful? Know that there is a lot of wisdom within you. You're very wise to a lot of people. So people can't brainwash you or put the eyes of wool over your eyes. So with this card, shows new beginnings. A new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. So it's going along with your heart's desires. Don't do what other people want you to do or think they want you to do. You do you. You do for you, for what you want, not for others. Live in your dreams, your adventures. And just because someone else says that's never going to happen, don't allow that to hold you back. And that's what we all do so too often. We allow our energies to be in other people's energies. So therefore we can't push forward into our own dreams and desires. And because we overthink, ladies and gents, we don't have the things we truly want. So when we overthink it, we create that block, so we're going back on ourselves once again. It's about pushing momentum, pushing forward, evolving, becoming the best version of ourselves. But that card shows new beginnings. Fresh start. Your second card, you see the eye, the two hearts, and the cross at the top. Time, you were trying too hard, give it time. So maybe a situation in the relationship, or maybe a situation just in life. And it says give it a bit of time. You were trying too hard. For what can you do to shift that feeling? And that spirit, what they just said, for what you can do to shift that feeling. Is there any fear? Were you overthinking? Obsessive thought patterns? Are you focused too much onto that connection of that love? Or wanting too much? Release the need to want or to know so much or too much, but to come back to heart and live you. For when time passes by, and for you when you live in the flow of life, going with the flow of life and nature, you live true to what you are. For you are a soul being from the light. Because Archangel Michael surrounds you with all his light. Love and protection, healing and grace. For he and the spirit world love you with all their grace. And your final card, the past is now behind you, release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. For Jesus' hand links you in faith. that was for number B. So, 3 of Wands, which is number C. Number C. The 3 of Wands are the cards of ideas, inspirations and creativity. For in the artwork you are proud of what you've accomplished. You're looking at new goals, new horizons and new accomplishments next. So it looks at there may be some hard work ahead, or that you've put a lot of hard work into trying to create something. This can be ideas that pop into our mind and going more within the creative side of our mind, whether it's in the heart, which is that idea. The mind links the thought to the feeling. When we match the two perfect, we have significance. This is a pattern. It's called alignment, when we align our energies to what we think and feel, and we manifest things into a positive manner by using the manifestation of creativity. When we achieve and achieve and achieve, it's a constancy of going with the flow of life. Sometimes then we will have challenges that comes in the way. They create that overabundance, overthinking, and create them doubts. But shown to be humble. And sometimes we get a bit scared looking towards the future, or seeing things what hasn't happened yet. So your second card is 6 of Pentacles. The 6 of Pentacles are the cards of money, wealth or finance. This is a card of love and charity. For you can either be the person in the arbor giving the love and charity, or the person receiving. So it shows more of giving, kindness, healing, giving yourself in the eyes of love with the healer. It don't have to be relationships, but it can be. For more, it's more of your nature of how kind you are. But sometimes we have to evaluate how kind we can truly be. If we're being too kind, where we're giving too much and we have nothing for ourselves, isn't very healthy. It's good to be true and kind to help others. Also, we have to put ourselves first and not always put someone else before our needs. For we still learn lessons from life. There may be challenges ahead. Someone either feels a broken heart, someone's feeling a lot of past hurt. And that is the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords in the artwork, there is a large red heart in front of thunderclouds with 3 swords piercing it. This is a card of lost relationships or other deep emotional sorrow or sadness. Something about understanding that letting go of past relationships to allow new energy, no resistance, and then letting go of the attachments that no longer serve the highest good for our soul. For when we hold attachments to situations or people or relationships that we have no control over, we're always creating that consistency of not having but wanting, because we're so hooked up on the feeling we want, but then we go back to the past feeling of when we were hurt. Then we go to heal ourselves, and then we go back to the feeling of if we did get with someone else, then we don't want them because we felt that this person was what we was meant for. Sometimes we need to love ourselves. And it isn't always about finding someone and quickly getting with them out of loneliness or fear or feeling lonely. But in the right time, when you love yourself enough with unconditional love, you start to love yourself for who you are and for what you truly are. You see, it's not about what other people think about us, or who's better than us, if we're better than them. It's about remembering who we are. Like beings of soul love. Healing and rainbows from above. Heaven to glory, Jesus and God. He extends his hand with joy. And rejoice. Stability and peace and harmony. For we are healing hearts of the divine soul. Live the lighter side of life and give your worries to the angels. Don't carry heavier burden. But no divine timing is of essence. And this can be true soul families or twin flame soulmates mirroring each other's feelings and thoughts and coming back into reunion or wanting that union. Or if you've just come out of a soul relationship, this can mean divine timing, soul connection. And we mirror and we trigger each other, as well as they can be the most beautiful relationships, they can also be the most painful ones. Next card is fresh air, breathe and cleanse. Is there something in your life around you that's making you feel this way? So you need to release Whole toxins. Regain health and balance and peace and harmony within your centre once again. Try and get out, cleanse and breathe. There's a lot of tension. The next card is embrace for each other. You'll find the missing pieces. And if you are in a soul connection, it's say embrace each other, not argue. For we have to go through lessons of soul encounters, but we also have to go through triggers. And these lessons, if we get through the triggers, and they're not too damaging, then we create that stability and that momentum to move beyond heaven and earth. And if we can accept, with acceptance as the key to inner peace, at times we must accept things as they are. There's no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. For if we accept and trust that things will go good. For without trust, becomes uncertainty. We have to trust and accept the things we can't control. Lift your spirit to a higher place. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. This can be within relationships, in soul counters, family relationships. It's all about peace and harmony, bringing people together. Understanding that we all get triggered. And then we have to go through the healing process. Understanding that sometimes things are triggered to push us beyond our boundaries and our comfort zone. To the point we start to understand that it's about being ourselves, not what other people want us to be. Loving ourselves for who we truly are. Be accustomed to the heart opening. Unconditional love, we won't always be in it, but we can attempt changing the way we think and creating that state of mind to a point where we can channel that energy. There will be days where you can't do it because there's a lot of resistance, because of ego and human-based society. But on those days, I promise you, where you feel on your highest peak, and through personal experiences you've all gone through, we do it just like we do with any other experience. We say, well, I'm glad I went through all those experiences, because if a man treated me like that now, and he came in my life, I'd know straight away before I would even go trust him. It's a custom becoming within ourselves, trusting our gut feeling. The more we trust it, the more that feeling gets stronger and it becomes more easier. And we start to make the right choices. Build them close bonds and understand our faults and of theirs too. And what is the lesson to be and what is the lesson to be learned. life to experience of all things. Thank you. I hope this has helped. Until next video guys, peace, love and light.